Hi guys, welcome back to another reading vlog. How are you all doing? Now I have finished the Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang, which I totally like, and it is also the book that received the highest vote in the TBR poll. If you're not familiar with it, every month when I do a TBR video, I will also put up a poll on my community tab for you guys to vote for my first book to read in the month. And then the second highest one will be the second book to read in that month, so on and forth. So the second highest vote in June is actually The Silver Blood Promise by James Logan, the first book of the Lost Legacy series. I know it's just a dust jacket, but the book is here. I think it is a really popular fantasy new release at the moment. Quite a lot of people want the Broken Binding Special Edition, but I am too broke. It is out of my price range at the moment, so I didn't get it, and it sold out really quickly. I got this from the Ghostbreak instead because I am a member of the GSFF and I received a cheeky discount 50% off for this signed edition. I have just picked this book up and I am 4 chapters in, roughly 50 pages. This book is about our main character who is called Lucan. Very briefly, we roughly know that he was a dropout from an academy. He want to deal with an opponent who is actually a noble, and this noble don't want to be a losing one, so he picked up a sword again. Because of self-defense, Lucan counterattacked and killed the noble by accident. So he is kind of like the shame of the family and he decided to leave. Now Lucan's father is sadly passed away for a month, so the steward of this family, who is called Shafir, find Lucan. Because before his dad is dead, he actually wrote a note, and on that note there are 3 names: Lucan, Sophrona, and Sandrusa. Lucan, of course, is our main character. Sophrona is a well-known city in the south, and Sandrusa, nobody has any idea about it. So Lucan make a silver blood promise, and they should be using gold, but they are too broke for it. It is like a ritual promising that he gonna find out who is the murderer responsible for the death of his father. I am currently with Lucan exploring this new city, Sophrona, which is the one on his father's note. This city is actually beautiful. There are inquisitors, there are unique landscapes, there is a big market. Lucan is trying so hard to find clues about this mysterious name, Sandrusa. I think it is too early to say that does this book deserve the popularity. It is quite light and easy to read, even though this book is pretty dense. I believe it is over... It's nearly 600 pages long, so it is quite a lot to go through. I will read a bit more and see can we find some more clues about this mysterious Sandrusa. So, see you in a bit. Hello guys, I have been making such a good progress because I have read another 150 pages in the last 24 hours. Things has been slowly developing and we have a more clear direction and some more clues about what is going on. First of all, we know Sandrusa. This name on the death note of his father is actually a person. She is actually going to be executed because of a crime, a murder she has committed. She is a member of the Gilded Council and it is like a ruling class in Sophrona. She was a pirate before, but she is a woman with dream, with vision, and she wanted to change the status quo to make a positive change to society. So she joined this Gilded Council. But there is always a division in this council, the old blood versus the new blood. The new blood, of course, is where Sandrusa is in. Those who want to make a change to make a better society, but the old blood is like those, those who would just sit here to make a profit by suppressing the poor one, those who can't voice out their opinions. At this point, we are not certain did Sandrusa commit this murder. Is she innocent or she did kill this person? One thing to note is that this victim is actually an ally with Sandrusa in the Gilded Council, so this victim is also in the New Blood, and it is quite illogical and irrational to kill this person off because Sandrusa would lose an ally in the council. She would lose a friend. There is an interesting way to execute these prisoners, and I will let you guys to find it out because it is quite brutal, but it is actually quite visually captivating. And we finally see the magic system in this world, and it is like borrowing power from another world, and you need two persons who are so close to each other to wield this power. Now Lucan knows that Sandrusa is a person, not only a person, but she is still living. So Lucan needs to find a way to talk to her to find out her connection with his father. Through Obasa, Lucan can meet this character who is called the Scrivener, who can help him to get into the prison, but he needs to play a dangerous game first. It is literally like, do you want to play a game? It is so dangerous. You need to draw a rod, and if you draw the wrong one, you will suffer from a mind attack. Luckily, Lucan survived this. Finally, Lucan can meet this person he has been looking for and understand more about his dad. He now needs to figure out a way to rescue Sandrusa from the prison so that he can get what his dad has left for him and find out the truth behind the murder. After reading 200 pages, I really love the relationship, the dynamic between Lucan and his father. Yes, his father is dead, but he is still present in the story. His dad is not like a cruel, bad person, but I guess he is just not good at parenting. His dad knows quite a lot about history and religion, and I'm not sure will this part be important in the later part of the book. And I also like the interaction between Flea and Lucan. Flea is a street rat, but now she is like a little helper to Lucan, but Lucan originally from the upper class. So the banter between them is always funny and interesting. The writing here is also quite easy to follow. Even though from time to time we are introduced to more characters and their past, you don't feel overwhelmed to absorb all this new information. I would even say it is a bit Brandon Sanderson-ish because we got a funny, humorous main character, and the people around him is so easygoing. I'm having such a good time with the Silver Blood Promise, and I can see why people are loving it. I'm keen to find out how Lucan gonna save Sandrusa, and I also have to prepare for the Dragon Republic reference video. There is quite a lot of research to be done, so I guess I will see you in a bit. So, see ya! It is Saturday now, which I normally don't vlog, but I have only got less than 200 pages left, so if I don't give you an update now, I will probably just go straight through and finish it by Monday. So I think it is better to give you my thoughts on my progress now, and then I will share my final thoughts later. So let's chat about it. When things are going too well, you know shit gonna happen. Lucan thinks that he got an upper hand and finally got some clues about Sandrusa, but he didn't realize it is actually a trap. Luckily, he survives it, and from here we got another lead. But this lead comes with a big reveal, and I would say it is probably the biggest so far in the book, so I won't spoil too much about it and I will let you guys find it out. In here, we also see another kind of magic system, which is just not about the pair of glimmers, but you can open a portal. Very luckily, Lucan survives this threat again, but this time he gonna meet a leader from a underworld thief group that is called the King Who Crowned Twice. Then characters that are mentioned before but we never meet gonna comes up as well. We can finally piece some of this evidence together and see what is actually going on. Let's say the passion of Lucan's father on history and religion, and this Lady Midnight, this like mysterious thief. This part I would say is smart and comes with some shocking reveals, but you don't find it don't make sense at all. At first, just judging by the cover and also the synopsis, I would think that this book may be on a serious, darker side because it comes with dangerous secrets and also a city that only cares about money. But the tone is really engaging and funny, the characters are so lively, the pacing is really fast, and also the plot itself is quite captivating. At this point, I would say it is a good book, and I think it is a debut novel as well, so I am quite happy with the quality of it. But is it a great book? I think it is still too early to answer this question. It is definitely an interesting book, and as a new release, I am actually quite shocked by the fact that no book subscription is picking this one up for their monthly choice and doing a special edition for it, because the book itself is definitely interesting and I think it will be a crowd pleaser. I don't have too much left and I think it is around 200 pages left, so I guess I will see you once again when I finish it. It won't be too long. See ya! Finish it! Second book of the month. Good one. Hi guys, I'm happy to report that I have finished my second book in June. Since the last update, we kind of know what this conspiracy is about, what direction it is going for. But we don't know exactly what will happen. Am I shocked? Yes. So our main characters have to find a way to stop this chaos and madness. Very luckily, their plan goes well. Lucan, Flea, Ashura, they work independently, work on their own, and then they come back together and stop this massive threat. At last, we know something more about Lucan's father from Sandrissa because he was a close friend to her. From her, we know that Lucan's father before was actually an explorer. Obviously, there's going to be a second book, and it is quite likely that I would check that book out in the future. We still got quite a lot of unsolved questions about our main characters. Let's say Lucan. Why did his father suddenly stop exploring, and does it relate to the death of his mother? Flea, where is his brother now? Ashura temporarily escaped from the king that crowned twice, but in the long term, how would she deal with it? With so many questions and with such a lovely cast of characters, I just wish this second book gonna come very soon. Is there anything else I want in this book? Of course, I want some more dangers in this journey. Yes, Lucan went through a lot and he survives every single one of them without any setbacks. I feel like other than the villains in the book, all the characters Lucan has met in this book are just too nice and too kind and too helpful. After they explain what had happened in the past, they are so willing to help Lucan. But if Safrona, this city, is like what the synopsis said, everything comes with a cost. I just want some more dangers, some more like twist in it. Maybe some more drama to stir the pot up. I don't know, I just want it to be more entertaining in a dangerous size. There are a couple of villains in the book, but if there is gonna be more unexpected turns, this story will be more fun and entertaining for sure. It is like just from this book, we know that this series is about Lucan, this main character, and he can't die. Otherwise, who's gonna tell the story? So he is literally invincible in the story. In terms of the rating, I will probably put 4 stars on Goodreads. It is still a decent, fast-paced detective / Uncharted-ish fantasy story that I didn't expect. Like I said earlier, I thought this book gonna be more serious on a darker side with some political interest in it, but still it is a fun ride. So if you have enjoyed this reading vlog, don't forget to give it a like. If you don't want to miss any content from me, make sure you have subscribed to my channel. I will see you real soon. Goodbye.